Hey there, this is Shop Talk with Buck. Welcome to my shop. Today I got something a little different for you. I am going to show you how fast I can clean the shop out. All this scattered sawdust and whatnot, I'm going to show you just how fast we can clean this thing up. As time goes on, you have places that you can't help it. It just gathers up sawdust. You sweep it up. I used to sweep it up, but I come up with something that will get in all the nooks and crannies and clean this area up relatively quickly. All the nooks and crannies will get it. I just want to show it to you before we get going. The thing about it is, all the nooks and crannies will get it. The bugs and all. See what we got here? I'm going to show you how fast we can clean this thing up. So what I'm planning on using is a leaf blower. We'll just show you how fast we can get this thing done. Now granted, this isn't a full down, scrub down, but to get your loose dust and debris right out the door. However, if I had a big fan right there blowing out, would probably do better. But you can get the tops of your machines and everything. But he gets all the nooks and crannies. There's so much sawdust in a wood shop. I mean, some people don't mind it, and I've seen them pile up, and that's fine. If that's what they want, that's fine. To me, I just can't do that. But for what I'm doing, for no more time than that took, I didn't speed anything up. That's about how long it takes. I know I've made different shots, but basically that's how long it takes. I mean, we were talking about spending 5 minutes, 10 minutes at the most. And yeah, beats that broom. And there's so many places it's tough to get for that broom. But that is the way I clean her up and make it manageable. I like that. But if I could get me a fan and get a draft, would probably be better. Get it up in there and just suck it right out. That would work better. But that great big garage door, that leaves a pretty good opening right there. It works good. For no more time than I got in it, I got a relatively clean job, you know. So I hope this helps somebody. But I've seen I've seen people that just let the sawdust pile up and they get passed through there, and that's fine. If that's what they want, I mean, more power to them. And I'm not here to tell you that everybody needs a clean shop, but for most of the time in the middle of projects and all that, the time the project comes to the end, this one gets pretty messed up. But spend about 10 minutes, you can get this sawdust out of here. And it gets up in the air. Really, I should have had a mask on. But with that great big door right there, it wasn't as bad as you think. But if I could get me a fan, one of these days I'm gonna study into that and see if I can get me a huge fan, set in there and then block it off where that wind leaves here. Might be better. Open up the winds, get a cross draft, or I don't know, but right, for what I'm doing, I could blow this thing out and leave till the dust settles, which is not near as bad as you think. Sure isn't. Yeah, I thought I'd just let y'all see how I clean that. A daggum leaf blower is pretty handy for different stuff. What I find them good at, if you do it often enough and it ain't wet, they're good cleaning out the gutters. Blow that stuff right out of there. And, you know, but I tell you what, I don't know if y'all seen my serving tray. I've made a serving tray for my wife. Kind of an anniversary present, you know. Actually, I have a story on that. It's taken a while to get that thing done. For one reason or another. But don't them joints look good. I like I call them finger joints. Some people call them box joints, which they are box joints, but they're small. They're smaller, you know. I guess that term could be interchanged back and forth, if you know what I mean. So when I have short spans, I just think it adds to the look, and you know, it makes more glue surface. So anyway, I had woodworking, box joints. I had some to make the handles, you know, and then I had CNC work, poured resin for color. There's a lot of things involved in that. I had to use a drum sander and a table saw, just CNC machine. But I thought I'd take a moment here and worked in the yard yesterday. We bought this house and had these hedges. I hate hedges, but if you don't trim them up, they look like crazy. And usually the first trim, we've had so much rain here, couldn't get out there. Usually the first trimming is pretty rough. So I had some help yesterday and we got her done. Not everything I wanted to, but we got them hedges manageable. I like to get them down a little bit more, but it is what it is, you know. It's always something. If you look around, it's always something you need to do. And that's where I'm at. I'm needing to do it. But I thought I'd take a minute here, see how y'all was doing, and show you how I clean my shop. Just the time is at the essence. A lot of time, about 5 or 10 minutes, have I do clean. That makes more time for projects, if you know what I mean. And plus, you get a clean shop too. However, I'm gonna leave it with y'all on this one. We will catch y'all on the next one. And y'all be safe and have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful day. That's what I'm talking about. Be happy.